Mr. Young and Foreign.
Get to the gut!
Your podcast sucks!
Are you ready for Saudi Mania, brother? All right, we're starting off with
it has begun.
Yes, a good dose of the lags on a Tuesday afternoon. You know what it is? The internet is like, we are not ready for the energy and the awesomeness that is kicked to the gut. The internet's not ready on a Tuesday. On a Monday, it's used to it, but not on a Tuesday.
Yeah, bro. Especially after they watch Raw, they're like, that one. Let's not talk about wrestling. But we have to, bro. It's our job.
Dear. Okay, it's Mr. Young.
And it's Foreign in the building. Don't lag my brother, please.
It's lag in the building, not Foreign in the building. Okay, I have to admit, okay, I'm quite ashamed of this, bro. I'm going to come out right now, Foreign, and say I have not watched Raw today. I have had a busy day.
It's okay, bro. You didn't miss much, bro. I think you watched my leggy face. Oh, bro.
I swear, you said it and then it just lagged immediately. So you it's like the name you cannot say. What is that? The he who shall not be mentioned.
Okay, we cannot mention the L word on this podcast.
That's right.
Because the gods will curse us if we say it. So all I just gotta say is you didn't miss much with Raw. Don't worry about it, bro.
Okay. Div Royalty, what's up? Thanks for joining the chat. Div says, I'm here because I didn't watch Raw. Okay. The responsibility falls squarely on your strong shoulders, Foreign, to catch us up. But before we get to Raw, though, I want to say thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday edition of the show. We are a little bit like AEW Dynamite. Once in a while, we move our show to Saturday, to Tuesday, Monday, that kind of thing. Very not fixed.
Yeah, the thing is, right, there is not much to preview because WWE also is coming and with a pay-per-view on a very weird day.
Right.
On a Thursday. But the thing is, right, the Thursday, what time is it, bro? For
us it's 12 midnight. I double checked. So, wow.
Holy crap.
If you're a night owl, it's going to be perfect. Just don't wake up your spouse or your neighbors with your screaming when Crown Jewel is going down, or should we say Saudi Mania. I have to say this too. I apologize. Usually the stream and the podcast, we do it on a Monday, but yesterday I was doing work. So I was streaming, but I was streaming at a different place for a different, for my actual work.
I saw. So what was that all about, bro? Because I saw you wearing a suit, looking all dapper.
Well, it was the Five Powers Defense Arrangement 50th Anniversary Fly Past and Naval Display off the waters of Marina Barrage. All these assets from our 5 member nations, which are the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, as well as Malaysia. Wow, I memorized all this already,
Bro, that's impressive, bro. You know what? That sounds like work that will get you paid, except for this podcast. So it's okay. It's a better choice, bro.
Is it okay? I've said too much. Let's talk wrestling and let's talk about the impromptu half an hour Friday Night War. Can we even call it that, or is it just a taste of things to come, Foreign?
The thing about that war, right? It's kind of like just people shooting the shit. It reminds me of like the Wild Wild West of the Attitude Era, right? People just like moving times around, doing crazy stuff, trying to beat the competition. Well,
bro, when you say people, I feel like there's only one fella really taking this very seriously. And you know who I'm going to say, right?
Your favorite booker of the year, Mr. Young.
Best booker of 2020, Mr. Tony Khan. He's been doing a lot of these interviews and talking basically kind of low-key throwing shade. Actually, not quite low-key, quite obviously like, they want to put an extra half hour? It's okay. I have all the money to run no commercials. I have more money than them. It's like, wow, okay, someone's hurt.
But you do know that I think he is playing. I think he is purposely trying to
he's
within the industry.
Right. He's trying to be like that. He's playing out his inner pro wrestling promoter as it were. He wants.
Yeah.
Okay, so doesn't this mean that he so desperately wants to be an on-screen character or a figurehead in the wrestling industry more than an actual businessman?
Yeah, I kind of think that he wants people to know that this is his playground. And
to the benefit or the detriment of the industry, we'll have to wait and see. This is something we'll only realize or see the fruits of in about 20 years' time. But okay, let's talk about the SmackDown that happened right before AEW Rampage on Friday. Okay, let's rewind. Now here's the big difference. SmackDown was on FS1. Okay, so Fox is the main network. FS1, 2, 3, they are like the subsidiary networks where when there's a big event, I think it was a big baseball event. Game 1 of a series, that's why SmackDown got moved to a different channel, which means that technically, even if, and I don't think they will, but even if AEW Rampage won in the ratings, it's like, yeah lah, that's because they are in a lower tier channel, and there was baseball going up against it, so it's technically not your win, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, if they are moved to the...
Oh dear, okay, well, I don't know if this is gonna work, if like the lag literally lets you say one word and then we are frozen.
Holy crap. Okay, bro. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. What I was saying is if they move to a secondary channel and they still beat Rampage in the ratings, right? Well, Tony Khan had to eat his words lah. So none of that really matters, what?
Right. And like I said though, even if they win, so what? Okay lah, you beat them on an off day when they are, screening to a lot less people because of the baseball and because they are on a different network. So I don't know. I think the supersize thing, maybe WWE actually probably they are trying to passively aggressive, like, all right, let's just chocho them a bit. Let's just steal their first half hour. So no commercials on both sides. Let's talk about the content itself. Okay, as a wrestling fan, somehow if you were in the States, you would find your way around it. Like, okay, fine, move to FS1. So the last half hour, that's what we'll talk about, because the rest of it, I don't care also.
Yeah, of course.
The last half hour saw... Well, okay, technically, I guess the lead up is important. Okay, am I accurate to say that the Usos versus the Street Profits went up against the Buy-In?
Yes, they went head to head against Minoru
Suzuki versus Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson. Okay. I have to say, right, a lot of people are internet fans are creaming themselves over this Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. Shit. CM Punk did it on commentary, okay? I don't know if you noticed. He called him Daniel Bryan.
I heard it.
And actually, okay, very, very quickly, I want to also say that I love the fact that CM Punk is so casual on commentary. When he said it, then did you hear his reference to JR? He's like, see,
what did he say?
He said something like, see, it's not just you, I did it too.
Oh,
yeah, then JR's like, so it's like, whoa, okay. I love CM Punk's like super casual. He's not so smart like Excalibur, calling like ridiculous moves nobody knows, but he is smart. He's just like on that line, that perfect line for fans like us who know enough but aren't so invested that we know every fucking move, like a triple jalapeno nosedive or some shit.
Guy, but who gets along well with the nerds, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, that being said, then I did not enjoy the Daniel Bryan Suzuki match. It just seems like Daniel Bryan just wants to have his rematch. A lot of that seems to happen on AEW right now. Everyone was screaming themselves about how, this is going to be an instant classic, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, no. Okay, you sound like hold on. You sound like Megatron right now. Yeah, the lag is really, really not helping us here today, Foreign.
Yeah, bro, I'm so sorry. Hey, Young, if it's really that bad, I think you have to run this show solo, sia.
No worries. I've been doing this shit for the past few days anyway, running shit solo, so it's all good. But no, go ahead.
Like ECW Joey Styles like that.
Yeah.
No, I'll just do a quick soundbite. Like the thing is, like I feel at the end of the day, this match is like to cater to a certain fan base. It's not gonna be it's not gonna entertain everyone in general. Like I see a lot of people who enjoy it. I see a lot of people who actually shit on it. They were like, this is just like you said, like they're trying to please themselves on it.
Yeah, Shok Sindiri lah, basically.
It's so cool that you say Shok Sindiri.
Yeah, well, I mean, it really does feel like a Shok Sindiri, you know? And then, okay, on the SmackDown side, to kick off the supersized hour, you had Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks, right? Did you feel excited? Would you watch that over Rampage's start of the 38 minutes, which was CM Punk versus I forgot the guy's name even.
Matt Sydal.
Matt Sydal, right, yeah. So before like even thinking about watching the match, which match was more exciting for you as a casual or a fan?
I'm biased because I'm a CM Punk fan, so this is the CM Punk match.
Right. Okay, that's interesting. Actually, to be honest, I didn't care about either. Which is actually an indictment of, like, I don't know, is Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks just not a fresh match anymore?
I guess because the thing is, you do not know who is like the established heel between the two of them, because Sasha Banks came back technically as a heel again.
Yep.
So it's a heel versus heel match. So interesting.
Yeah, like I mean, it's not that I don't think they put on a good match. I think they worked a very good match, right? And then with Bianca, and then a bit of the interference and all that shit. Yeah, that was fun. But I mean, because we watch it the way we do, we get to watch it separately, right? Here in Singapore. Yeah. So we didn't have that whole competition. But I'm trying to put myself in the mindset, would I change the channel? And I think once you get locked in, it's hard to break the momentum lah.
The problem is, bro, SmackDown is a Roman Reigns show. Like, no one's gonna watch SmackDown for anyone else.
True.
So if they put Roman Reigns at that segment to combat CM Punk, I would definitely watch a Roman Reigns segment.
Well, then they did though. They sold it the entire way through, right? The contract signing. So that was the main event. The contract signing between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. So maybe people stayed for that. And the Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks thing was like a tease, an appetizer, as it were. I mean, okay, the Roman Reigns segment with Brock and Paul Heyman was, I think, perfectly executed. Did you love the way that after the match ended, right? Johnny Sins came out and was like, all right, come on, get out of the ring, come on. Like, almost like this is the stuff you would usually see out of during commercial breaks. But because there was no commercial break, it felt very real and fresh and different.
Yeah, actually, I like that.
Yeah?
Because do you hear even Pat McAfee was like, hey, wait, this is not commercial? There's no commercial here?
Yeah, so I wonder if they did it on purpose or they just were like, okay, fuck it, whatever, anyhow.
To be fair, when the Sasha Banks match and Becky Lynch ended, it was only like 9 minutes left. Yeah, so there's not much they can do. I think they really were also striving for time.
So they were just like pushing things along lah. And because they had to set up the table and all that kind of stuff as well. But like I said though, the segment itself was perfect. Brock didn't have to talk too much because let's face it, we all know that as intimidating as Brock looks, as amazingly skilled as he is, when he gets on the mic, oof, that's his only weakness, the mic. He cannot spend too much time. He's like, what's his line? He was like, because Roman Reigns signed it, right? And then Paul Heyman was like, your wise man approves of this signing or whatever bullshit he said lah. And then when they gave the contract to Brock just didn't even look at it, just sign. Like, don't even need to sign on the line, just sign on the whole damn paper, don't care, right? That was quite funny, I thought. I was like,
yeah, and then when Pat McAfee was like, did he even sign on the line? And then I think Cole said, you tell him.
Exactly, right? And then his reasoning was like, Paul and my advocate and I went through it this morning. Ooh.
Yeah, so that's so cool.
Let me very quickly mention what my favorite thing about this entire feud is. The thing is, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar has happened before. So what's new? Well, Paul Heyman is new, the wild card, right? So this is a very good example of WWE doing a match that has been done, but with totally different stakes, with a totally different twist. And also Brock and Roman are at different places as well, right?
Yeah, and it makes things a lot fresh. When you say promos, right? I think Brock Lesnar is like the Goldberg of promos.
Yeah.
Cannot be too fast. Give them in little spurts. Just enough. Yeah,
and then boom, you're done. Meanwhile, just let Roman Reigns and amazing that I'm saying that in 2021, let Roman Reigns handle the promo. Let Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman handle the heavy work in terms of the promo.
Yeah, I agree. And the thing is, yes, it puts a fresh spin on the. Really reminds me of the CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar from SummerSlam 2013.
Right. Okay, so. Opposed to that, on the other side, AEW Rampage starts. By the way, did you know that the new AEW Rampage theme song is like Rigatoni? and
Did you hear that?
ravioli. The
Oh,
cult
I love
of
the Jim
pasta.
Cornette. Every time Jim Cornette sings
Oh.
that.
The Mussolini part, is it?
And Seth Rollins.
Okay, you know what, man? It is getting a bit ridiculous. Maybe it's just me, or maybe it's just internet fans being, very like, oh, we just want the next new thing, right? But how many times has that song started out AEW Rampage? Are they wearing it out?
They are really using CM fandom to get a guaranteed pop to start the show.
Yeah.
Do you realize?
Yeah, but it's like, if that's the only thing you're using, then isn't that a red flag to you? It is to me. Like, you can't start the show the same way. If like when the start of AEW Rampage happened, right? I was like, it feels very familiar. Like, again. Like, he keeps opening the show, and I get it. You want to start with an initial pop, but it's like, how many times can you do this before it gets like ultra repetitive? It's like, okay, it started the same as last week and the 2 weeks ago, And meanwhile, let's not forget,
I think it's like the John Cena problem.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like when you make John Cena like come out every Monday night on Raw for like those 5-6 years, I think that's a lot of the reason why he got overexposed. People started hating on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they kept playing the format lah. They have to change it out all the time.
Yeah, well, the problem is you don't have any other big, quote unquote, big name stars. Isn't that the problem?
You know what's the biggest problem?
What?
They never bring out Kenny Omega as the first person to start off the show, which is a problem.
True,
He's
yeah.
the main guy, right?
Yeah, he's the champ, right?
Yeah.
Well, they really do believe that CM Punk is the guy that people tune in to watch. And also, like, even when he's on commentary, his music plays. So it's like, okay, it's a good song.
Played his music before the show starts. If he's going to be on commentary, I believe lah.
Yeah, just to pop the crowd, right? So it's a hot crowd. But no, he has to come out, do his thing, crowd dive and all that. I'm like, I hate to be that guy who's like, we are sick of CM Punk already, but they are really pushing it with CM Punk and his entrance. And like, here's the problem too. With a match like CM Punk versus Matt Sydal, like, I mean, for you are a fan, so you were interested in that match. Like, I was not interested in the match because I know who's going to win that match. I know exactly who's going to win that match. This is not even a question,
Yeah.
Matt Sydal is not going to pull out the fluke win. Like, at least with Becky versus Sasha, like, actually, who knows who will win, right? And then they gave us a quote-unquote shock win with Becky Lynch losing. So at least there was some intrigue to it. This one is like, there's zero intrigue. They're literally only using CM Punk's star power to get over. So I'm like,
My problem is position.
Okay, hold on. You're
Right.
getting a whole ton of lag again. So I caught like maybe
Okay.
2% of what you just said. Go ahead.
Okay, CM Punk is supposed to be like the main feature on the show, but he's not even in the title eliminator card. If you think about it,
Yeah. It just, a lot of it doesn't make sense. And a lot of it just feels like, once again, we'll go back to that. Also, Rishi, how you doing? I see you up in the chat. A lot of it has to do with, they just seem to want to, they're letting the wrestlers do too much of their own booking. Whereas on the other side, on WWE side, they're booking the wrestlers too much. Do you see the problem on both sides?
yeah. Oh my god, there's no middle ground
Yeah.
with both of these promotions.
And like I said, they are overexposing CM Punk at this point. Like, I love him on commentary, but has stopped starting the show the same way every single week. So anyway, yeah, it was a decent match, CM Punk versus Matt Sydal. I mean, you got two veterans in there, so you don't have to worry about it. And then after that, you had the Bunny in a wrestling match, for fuck's sake. Like, it's like they only gave a
Can I
crap.
say something about?
It's like they only cared about the first half hour. The rest of it is like, okay, I don't care, like bullshit. Like, we know that nobody gives a fuck, Okay, wow. It froze perfectly right there with your big ass grin.
I'm so sorry, bro. Oh, okay, Bryan Danielson, bro. I wanted to say about Bryan Danielson. You talk about overexposed, bro. 2 matches back to back, and also I think it's like a cream. He's trying to like cream himself with these 2 type of matches. You realize?
Cream himself. Oh, okay. Suzuki.
Yeah, and then the second match, Dynamite, Saturday Dynamite, Bobby Fish.
Oh yeah. Trying to work all these like indie guys that they like, have a connection with, right? You know what the thing is with Dynamite, and this is a very, very important lesson in just broadcast in general, right? I didn't give two hoots about Dynamite. I think I don't even know, can't even remember if I watched it, to be honest. Why? Because it broke my habitual watching. All kinds of TV, radio, even streaming. As we stream on a Tuesday, I mean, you can even notice it is a lot quieter because we've moved our regular habit from a Monday to a Tuesday. So them moving it to a Saturday night, I there wasn't anything compelling for me to go and watch at all.
Yeah, I think it's a tough spot for them to be in. And also, they focus so much on Rampage this week that I think Dynamite got kind of neglected, if you think about it.
Yeah. So it just seems like AEW had that sudden spurt because they got the injection of Bryan Danielson, of CM Punk. The next injection will be Rotunda, right? Well, Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt, and maybe a bit of Kevin Steen, maybe Sami Zayn, but can they maintain that momentum? We'll have to wait and see. I did enjoy the stuff with Hangman Page. Him doing that emotional but not fucking like fake crying Cody bullshit. Speaking of Cody bullshit, let me talk about very quickly and very passionately about his fucking video montage. Like, you know how we like CC, okay. Wow. You know the one? The one where he's in the ring and then like Arn Anderson got a bunch of people to beat the fuck out of him and he's bleeding from the mouth. It's like, why are you trying to like? Okay, is he trolling us? Is he doing this on purpose? Like the Cody nut huggers will say, yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows that this will piss off the anti-Cody fans and then make him look like he's trying too hard, you know? Or is he really trying to make himself be like the underdog here?
One thing I find so funny was even in the promo package, he needs to bleed.
Cody must bleed. That was some bullshit, and the rest of Dynamite, not interested. Actually, this whole week in wrestling has been, oh my god, you know what it is?
What?
I'm probably just sour because I haven't been having enough sleep. Maybe that's it, bro.
Oh, you've been working hard, I see. But it's a down week.
Yeah,
I mean, that's the problem. Crown Jewel is a very stacked card, but the hype is not really there.
Yeah, it's almost as if they're forced to hype it up, but then they're like, actually, do we really care? Because it's a Thursday afternoon pay-per-view, for fuck's sake. You know, this is really just a huge money grab. You can't fault them for it. You know, I mean, we all do things we don't want to do for a living, right?
Money,
I mean, I love my job. I'm not trying to say that I don't, but anyway, Jason from Brunei, what's up, man?
What's up, bro?
Okay, hold that
Have
thought.
a WrestleMania card that they're giving away for free.
Yeah, pretty much.
But if you think about it, right? If you think about it, at least this Crown Jewel has actual storyline consequences going in the event.
Right. That's true. Let's talk about Crown Jewel then. Let's jump right into the meat and steak of what we are talking about. Let's forget about the Friday night, skirmish. It's not war yet, okay? It's just maybe 1-2 guns going off. Pew pew. Muhammad Daniel, what's up? Okay, let's go. Like I said, this is going to be on the WWE network for us here in Singapore. 12 midnight, I believe. Somebody please check my time conversion if it's wrong. Please
Wait, Friday morning, 12 midnight, right?
Yeah, Friday morning, Thursday night lah. Yeah. Jason, if WWE paid you to cover Crown Jewel in Saudi, would you go? Hell yeah! You'd be crazy not there. I would cover it for free. What are you talking about?
Money. Give some money.
Who won the main event on Raw? Muhammad Daniel says. I have no idea. Foreign.
The main event was actually a women's title match between Bianca Belair and Charlotte.
Of course Charlotte won.
Oh yeah, of course lah.
Alamak, I don't even need to watch. I know the answer to that already. Okay.
So, but to be fair, it was a good match. Okay, I enjoyed that match. But
okay,
she won.
Here we go. Kicking off the Crown Jewel card, the hometown hero Mansoor. Can you roll your R's? I can't do the roll.
Oh, I can do it.
Yeah.
Mansoor.
versus Mustafa Ali.
What do you think, bro? What do you think of the storyline so far?
Okay, the storyline feels very forced. You know, but I kind of enjoyed them as a tag team. I wish they would have dragged it out, but I know that they purposely did it to set up this match. You know, every time Mansoor gets any momentum, it's because Crown Jewel is coming up.
She's like the once a year appearance.
Yeah.
The thing is, you're right. They had a great tag team. They had something good going, but it's almost they did the entire tag team formation, tag team partnership, and breakup all within the span of 2 months. They compressed it together, bro.
Because Crown Jewel is here. So like, all right, who are we going to put up against him? Mustafa Ali doing nothing else. Okay, they fight, you know? And they maybe Mustafa is training him backstage. He's mentoring him or whatever. Like, I think they will have a good match.
Yeah.
It will be a fun, you know, maybe an opener even? I don't know.
Definitely we can count on him to get the home crowd going.
For sure.
So the crowd at least it contribute something to the show.
Hey, don't like that, huh? Good workers, those two. Decent. Zelina Vega versus Doudrop. This is the Queen's Crown Tournament Finals. We're getting 2 women's matches this year at Crown Jewel, which is quite amazing.
Okay, first of all, Shayna Baszler got beaten up by Doudrop within less than 3 minutes again on Raw.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
Bro.
They're trying to put Doudrop over big. Okay, yeah.
The fact that Doudrop is in the finals, that sucks.
Sucks. Why? Why does it suck? You wanted the Queen of Spades to become queen?
Of course, it's so perfect, bro.
True. But it's obvious they are trying to push Doudrop, and Zelina Vega making it to the finals is quite random. But then again, we've seen this happen before in previous King of the Ring tournaments where it's like quite obvious who the winner is, but they swerve. So maybe it's Zelina Vega's time. Queen Vega.
Oh yeah, that's why. Doudrop or Queen Vega? Who do you think should be the winner?
I am obviously from a work rate point of view and more upside. I would pick Doudrop, but Zelina Vega. I don't know if she will ever. Well, that's a very bad, mean thing for me to say. I shouldn't say that. Like, she's been there before. Her matches aren't lighting the world on fire. She's no Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Bayley, you know? So at this point, I would rather Doudrop win.
Doudrop winning is interesting. You know why? So that she can have a rivalry with Eva Marie.
Oh my god, Eva Marie, they should just let her go. All right, let her go on her way already, because she brings nothing. Absolutely. Well, I mean, she's amazingly hot, so she does. Yeah, heat magnet. I know it's go away heat at this point. Yeah. You know what? Just maybe have her be a manager and not try to. Wasn't that the whole point with Doudrop? Anyway, they fucked up that whole thing.
She should have just been manager the whole time, right?
Yeah. Forget it. No more Eva, please. I agree, Div. I agree. All right. The King of the Ring tournament finals, as we mentioned on Raw, Xavier Woods progressed. So we will have the Prince versus Xavier Woods. This is interesting. Okay. Like, obviously the heavy favorite here is Finn Balor, former Universal Champion and all that, right? Yeah. Does Xavier Woods stand a chance?
That's the thing. Like, the groundswell of support for Xavier Woods is actually pretty huge. So as much I like this pairing because both of them have equal stake in winning. Like, both of them will probably go to the next level if they win, and I think the crowd loves both of them.
That's true. Also, it's face versus face, so that's an interesting dynamic to say the least. In terms of Finn has the whole Prince gimmick. King Balor, he's the Demon King. I mean, everything points towards him winning, which would be a great swerve if Xavier Woods, picks it off lah. So the question is, do you see Xavier Woods rising up the ranks, maybe to the mid-card level, like, challenging for the IC or the US Championship after this?
I feel like it's his time, though. I feel like I know Finn Balor was being pushed like last month. But I think he can take another
Take the loss.
lah. Even if it means building up a new star in Xavier Woods.
Yeah, hopefully that is the case. I don't know. I feel like WWE may go the safe route and just have the Demon King.
But
King
do you think it will be cool for the New Day?
Oh yeah,
You got one current champion, one former champion, and then one king of the. I think it really makes them decorated.
yeah. King Woods. I'm actually quite excited to see this match. I mean, Xavier Woods, we already know is a king. He's a king in our hearts because of certain things that have come out in the past that we shall not bring up.
He gives me King Woods in the morning, bro. You know what I mean?
He gives you King Woods? Shit.
I mean, not him lah, but like
we know. Okay. Wow. Suddenly, that part had no lag when you said King Woods. I love it.
The internet knows, bro. My internet knows, bro.
Okay, talking about bro, RK Bro versus AJ Styles and Omos. Here we go. All right, for the tag team championships. They're not dropping the titles anytime soon, huh?
Yeah. You know what's funny? There was actually a fresh matchup on Raw for the tag team division.
Yep.
RK Bro versus Street Profits.
Oh, okay.
And it was really pretty dope match, and actually it was going good until it ended clearly, obviously, on disqualification by interference.
Right.
Yeah, so like I kind of wish like RKO Bro move on from AJ Omos.
Yeah, this has been going on for a while. If anything, too, like when are we going to see the evolution? Pardon the pun, of course. An elevation of Riddle in this tag team. It seems to be he's doing the same thing every single week.
Yeah. Survivor Series, I think, will be a good time for him to have a breakout performance. I feel if they play it right, and I know Randy is like, he fucking lepak lah by this point in time. So I don't think he wants to like start some new shit this year. I think he probably might want to stretch out and have that blow off next year's WrestleMania even. And I won't be surprised.
Right. That sounds about right. Sir Hus, what's up? Sir Hus says, what am I listening to? Suddenly King Woods come out. Well, when you wake up early in the morning, sometimes you get that King Woods. Anyway.
It's a new day. Yes, it is.
Dun, dun. RKO Bro for the win here, I suppose. Yeah. Let's move on then. And okay, they have. Okay, I wouldn't consider this one. I'm trying to look at the card right now, thinking like which would be the main event, which wouldn't be. Let's talk about one that definitely shouldn't be the main event: Goldberg. Probably with Sunberg in tow, maybe Momberg and what else? Grandma Berg all come.
Princeberg.
Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley in a no-holds-barred match, which, well, let's face it, the only reason that happened was we all know Goldberg can't fucking wrestle.
You know what? I'm actually looking forward to this match.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like, you need the gimmick to cover up for Goldberg's inadequacies at this point, right? We all know Bobby Lashley can work, and Bobby Lashley and Braun Strowman and other people have had really good like no holds barred matches. So I think this will be just a big horse fight with good set pieces, hopefully.
And I think it will be more enjoyable than the SummerSlam match because there's no fear of the Goldberg winning a title.
Yes.
Number one.
No fear for us, for the fans, right?
So we can just enjoy it as it is.
Yeah.
A one-on-one match.
Yeah. And like I said, the stipulation covers up his aging body lah, as it were. Also, Sean Rick, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. Irvin, what's up? Goldberg gonna act cool and become Iceberg. Walao. Oh no, all the bug. You know what his favorite vegetable is? Iceberg lettuce. All right. Who should win? Should Goldberg just get his comeuppance, like, they even out the feud and then just move on? Just go away?
I tell you, bro, if Goldberg wins, I'm going to be so annoyed that Lashley drops to him.
Well, technically that has to happen, what? We all know Goldberg, all right? The only reason he lost, he didn't even lose clean, but, he lost, right? The last one is to, down the road, get the win back. And then what? Are they going to have a trilogy as well? This time without the Hurt Business? Because the Hurt Business is going to be involved in this because it's no holds barred.
Yeah, you know what? I think if Lashley were to win, but with Hurt Business interfering, then I think Goldberg wouldn't mind taking the loss. Because it keeps him strong.
Oh god! And then that means we have to see Goldberg versus Lashley again in what? In a cage match? Oh, good lord! Nobody wants to see that. You know what I mean?
I'm lagging because of this.
Yeah, exactly. Lagberg right now. That's what we have. His son better not be flying in also. Oh god. Okay, how about this? Goldberg and Sunberg versus Lashley and Hurt Business.
Bro, his son is not a trained wrestler like Dominic Mysterio, bro.
Or a Hook.
Yes, yeah.
Actually, him and
how old
Hook-
is he? Like 15?
Is it?
16 only?
Him and
They're
Hook
very
have
young.
the same vibe. They should tag team together. Hook and Sunberg.
I think both of them are like the school bullies in the high school, bro.
Yeah, like the handsome boy. Actually, you judgmental, bro. You judging them by their looks. For all you know, they could be like very nice. The school prefect or something like that, you know?
Bro, he came out from Goldberg, bro. You think he's gonna be a school prefect?
That's true. That's true. He's probably the jock. Anyway, that match would have to be in Hamburg. Walao! Too much. Okay. You notice we aren't going to talk too long about this match because it's just, it's Berg versus Lashley. Huh? Let's go. Big E versus Drew McIntyre. Two big faces. Is I don't know. Oh, actually, speaking of which, right, before we move on to that, do you think the Saudi crowd will cheer Goldberg because he's a 90s wrestler? And for whatever reason, the Saudi crowd loves that.
Bro, he will probably be the number one face there, bro.
Oh, no. Oh, please don't. Do they not have smart Mark fans?
No, I don't. Bro, how to smart mark when they have human rights and suppression shit to think about, bro?
Oh god, yeah, that's
Where
true.
got time?
They got no time to go and read the internet about who is being a dick backstage and has
Bro,
creative control.
This is clearly Rocky IV situation, bro.
Okay. Big E then versus Drew McIntyre. There's no way Drew is winning the title, right?
No.
If anything, this will be a good showing, or they'll try to put over Big E as much as possible lah. Walao, foreign's face.
Bro, did I just steam?
Did you just steam? Yes. You lagged and steamed at this shot.
Oh shit!
Oh
sorry.
my god. This might be the most lag-filled episode of the podcast yet, my friend.
I'm so sorry, guys. I have no idea. I think it's Tuesday. Okay, guys, we'll make sure no more Tuesday streams if we can avoid it.
Yeah, the internet hates Tuesdays. So, okay, let's continue then. Big E, Drew McIntyre. Unfortunately, I'm not very interested in this match. I'm interested in the wrestlers. I like them both as workers, but you know that Drew's going over to SmackDown already, so this is just all right, farewell, have one last match, and then fuck off.
You know what would be cool?
What?
Drew turn heel.
Drew turn heel. Actually, interesting. Muhammad Gaddafi talked about in chat Drew turning heel, but after losing to Roman. So he's talking about turning Drew heel down the road. You're talking about here?
No. Maybe like he loses like a.
Oh dear, we can't hear you at this point, bro.
Oh,
yeah.
Never mind.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me? Yeah, he loses a competitive match and then he gets angry, like frustrated. And I think that will lead him to turning heel eventually when he goes to SmackDown.
Yeah, and then he takes his sword and stabs people. That's the surefire way.
He'll be the biggest face in Saudi Arabia, bro, because he uses a sword.
Oh my
and
god!
Stabs and
no.
people.
No. Let's not go there, bro. Let's not go there. Okay, let's not go there. Big E retains competitive match. Maybe they shake hands, but maybe he gives him the side eye. So super sus, huh? Maybe. Goldberg loses and needs to fix foreign's Wi-Fi. Says who's very good,
bro. My Wi-Fi is come from Saudi Arabia. Bro,
they're like, oh, you guys are mentioning Saudi Arabia a lot. We need to sneak and listen to what's going on here. Huh? Let's go. Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. Triple threat match for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Sasha Banks for me, brah.
Really? Already? Like Bex just won?
Fuck it. Because she's going what? She's going Raw, right?
Yeah.
Let her fight for the Raw title lah. Why they keep...
Wait.
She's the only SmackDown person left, Sasha Banks.
But the Raw title is going to SmackDown. So just do a straight swap. That's what I see right here. Convenient
Damn it,
booking.
Charlotte. Damn Charlotte lah.
Yeah, right? So unless they try to subvert our expectations here and have Becky lose, so the SmackDown title goes to somebody else, and then Charlotte has to lose her title somewhere down the line as well.
But I feel like Sasha Banks carrying the title would be great for SmackDown, because I think with Bianca out of the picture, Sasha can focus on being like the main face.
Okay.
That makes sense, right?
And who's she going to challenge? Charlotte?
Charlotte lah, then she can become the face lah.
Charlotte versus Sasha. We've seen this
But
before.
it's a retread, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a retread.
So unless there's something else thrown in there, you know, that it can be different. So I have a feeling, and, you know, Div shares my sentiments. Absolutely no title changes at Crown Jewel this year. At all. It makes sense.
So it's just a straight swap lah.
Yeah, exactly. Combine the titles, Bex versus Charlotte at Survivor Series. I don't know about combining, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen anyway. Bex versus Charlotte at Survivor Series. So, because Survivor Series is where they do the Raw versus SmackDown shenanigans, right?
Is there going to be a world where the TBS title is actually more prestigious?
Okay, hang on. Now are we in Dreamland? Are we in fucking La La Land right now? TB go no, fuck off. No. As it is, oh my god, don't get me started. This whole, like, the more I try to think about the justification for the existence of the TBS title, the more, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. All right? The women's division in AEW is just not deep enough. Serena Deeb, oh my. Serena Deeb, Hikaru Shida, Nyla Rose, Bunny, and Bodo, and whoever else should all be lining up to challenge Britt Baker. Not a secondary title. They don't have enough people to split the damn division into two. They really don't. Also, Irvin says the TBS title looks damn bad. I agree. It looks a little bit ratchet. It just has a TBS logo on the front, right? But yeah, it makes no sense right now.
Moving on.
Hopefully we can move on from the lag. The lag champion of the world, foreign. Here we go. Thunder Rosa. There's another one. Very good point there, Muhammad Gaddafi. Let's move on then. Okay. Edge versus Seth Rollins then, because I'm pretty sure the Universal Championship match will be the main event lah. You know, it'll be the one to close the show. Hell in a Cell.
I love it, bro. I love it. Love your voice.
This is the conclusion to their epic back and forth. Seth Rollins, you know, doing the home invasion thing. Edge sitting in the ring, acting again. What do you think of his acting in the past few weeks? Edge.
Feel very, what's the word? On edge.
I'm
used to it.
My thing is, like, and I seem to bring it up a lot, right? Like, I feel like they shouldn't do the same types of promos over and over again. It gets a bit like, oh, okay, you do, like, you know, now with Ed, whenever I see a chair in a ring and he sits down and they shine the fucking spotlight on him, I'm like, oh, this again. You know, it. How do I say? Like, I want a different look. It's like, it's the same.
It gets repetitive, right?
Yeah, it's the same way I'm like annoyed at how every start of AEW, like rigatoni, you know, and every time there's an Edge promo, you know, he's sitting in the ring doing that whole thing. It gets stale.
I think the Hell in a Cell match can't come soon enough. They run out of things to do to hype up the match already.
Yeah. And yes, I agree that the Hell in a Cell, the one-time Hell in a Cell, is used properly. This is how Hell in a Cell should be, to end a feud. It doesn't have to be at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Get rid of that, you know? Like, okay, to be honest, I'm okay with the Elimination Chamber because Elimination Chamber features several people. It's like 6 to 8, right? So that one can be in an event to decide the number one contender, to decide the championship, whatever. That's fine. But Hell in a Cell is a very personal thing. It shouldn't be a pay-per-view. Like, you know, like the Royal Rumble is an event. The match itself is the event. That's why you have the pay-per-view, right? So Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, Survivor Series, that's fine. But cage match, tables, ladders, and chairs. Like, don't give me a TLC pay-per-view if it have one ladders match or one chairs match in the whole fucking card. That makes no sense. You know? If you want to do a TLC match, do a TLC match, not a TLC pay-per-view.
I hope Seth Rollins redeems himself this time around.
What do you
Hell in
mean?
a Cell, you know what I mean?
Oh god, yeah. After his Bray Wyatt thing, who wins this feud?
Seth Rollins, bro. It should be.
Yeah,
If I was Edge, I want to put over Seth Rollins.
true. And Seth already got like his Actually, I don't know. I feel like Edge might win just for the pop, to pop the crowd. Because if you think about it, Seth already got his shine, right? Remember Edge saying like, "Okay, you are not light Edge or Edge light," because that was the whole thing. Like, I want you to admit that I am not Edge light. That's what Seth wrote, and he already got that on SmackDown. So when it comes to just the blow off, it's like, okay lah. Like, either way, I don't think it diminishes either of them if the other one loses. This is one of those feuds like they're gonna put on a kick-ass match. It's gonna be brutal. Boom, it's good. Let's go.
You know what? I really think this could be match of the night.
Cool,
With
yeah.
the two competitors involved. And I think Seth Rollins want to prove to that he doesn't suck in Hell in a Cell. He might do something crazy.
Yeah, I that's what I was about to say. Is anybody flying off Hell in a Cell? I hope not. I hope they keep it safe. Oh, by the way, it'll be the red color Hell in a Cell, which I am not a fan of.
Is that going to be a permanent thing?
Yes, it's been the Hell in a Cell structure for a while already. It's going to be the
my
red color
God.
one. Bring what? Why? Why?
So they can sell Mattel toys lah, clearly.
Oh, so
Make it big and colourful.
yeah. Oh, you know what the Hell in the red color one? It's like those upside down milk crate. That's what
The one
it
at
is.
NTUC, bro, behind there.
Ah, yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
collecting all the ingredients.
Yeah, red color one. Yeah, that one Hell in a Cell. Don't need to go Toys R Us and buy, okay? Be cheap. Go NTUC. Just take one of those boxes upside down.
Just flip it over.
Flip it over. There you go. You got your Hell in a Cell. Okay. Let's move on to the main event then. This is the big one. Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman. But whose side is Paul Heyman on? Versus Brock Lesnar.
You know what would be awesome?
What?
If when two of them
Okay,
and
hold on.
turns
Hang on.
on
Hold
Brock
that thought. Hold that thought. We need you to repeat yourself. Go ahead.
Paul Heyman swerves.
Oh, good lord. Nope. Try again.
Wait for it. Swerves everyone and turns on Brock Lesnar with Roman Reigns.
Huh? But he's already with Roman Reigns. What are you talking about?
Roman Reigns is in the know, telling Paul Heyman to swerve Brock Lesnar.
Oh, as in Paul Heyman really did all those things that Brock claims, but Roman Reigns was pulling the strings. That's what you're implying.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that's the only way to make Roman Reigns come out as an even bigger heel.
Right. And he's like the ultimate mastermind. And then they reveal, yes, I did help, Brock, but it was to help Roman Reigns get the big payday or something. Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, I want a situation like, do you remember SummerSlam 96?
Not really. What happened?
Mankind versus Undertaker in a boiler room brawl.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the match where Paul Bearer turned on the Undertaker with Mankind. Do you remember how the match went down?
Not really, but that was a straight turn, wasn't it?
Yes, but there was a point in time where Paul Bearer was kind of warning Undertaker about like how evil this Mankind is. You have to take him seriously, blah blah blah. So it's almost as if like I kind of want shades of that. Like even though Paul Heyman leaves Brock Lesnar, he has this like look of regret. Like they share this like moment, like this face to face. I can imagine the facials, bro. Like he's so torn, but he still choose to go with Roman Reigns. And then Brock look at him like, how can you like that?
Yeah, but that ship has sailed though. Like this feud is already like this is the kind of combination here. So I don't know how that's gonna play off in this match here, like, you know, them revealing all that kind of stuff. It seems like the stuff you reveal in a backstage segment. So the thing here is, if Roman Reigns somehow wins, and then, you know, Paul Heyman plays a role in it, like, you know, trips up Brock Lesnar, whatever, right? So that's sort of like a very default, like, oh, okay, yeah, Paul was with Roman Reigns the entire time. How like, I'm trying to,
how did we book your way out of this then, in your opinion?
I don't know. And that's the good part about this, right? It's like, oh, where are they going with this? You know, are they going with the boring finish of, oh yeah, Roman Reigns wins with the help of Paul Heyman, and then, you know, it turns out Brock was just trying to play punk with them this whole time? Or does Paul swerve and join Brock Lesnar? Haha, we were in cahoots the whole time, and then Brock becomes champion. That's another scenario, right? Like, those are the only two scenarios really there is. Or a third, Paul Heyman screws both of them and comes out with The Rock. Or, I know, actually not The Rock. Somebody else, you know?
Or Braun Breaker.
Oh, God.
My new advocate.
No. No. Not ready. So, yeah. You know, where do they go with this? I mean, the setup is there. I don't know what the finish is, and that's a good thing.
I think regardless, Paul Heyman needs to play a part in the finish.
Yeah, like we said, like he is the only. Oh my God, it froze. Look at that face. He is the wild card and the most interesting thing about this feud. And this is the third time they've had this match, I believe, or how, like, or what?
Fuck, bro, I lost track. I had two matches.
Yeah. So
they had one SummerSlam match.
And
then like multiple matches. I think they even had a match.
I have no idea what you just said, bro. Half of that was intelligible. So anyway.
Oh, the greatest Royal Rumble. Do you remember?
Oh yeah, the stupid cage thing where the cage door flew. Wait, no, that was Braun Strowman, was it? No, Braun Strowman won.
No. It was Roman Reigns spearing Brock Lesnar on the cage.
Oh, okay, yeah. So they've had multiple matches. So,
but I mean, it's the freshest iteration of this match, lah.
Yeah, like we said, like at this point, it's the Paul Heyman factor. How does he change the rules or change the whole dynamic? We'll have to wait and see. Jason says WWE wants another main event with these two at WrestleMania. Yeah, the dirt sheets do imply that this is gonna stretch to WrestleMania because The Rock won't be available until next WrestleMania.
It makes sense because he's LA, right? The year after.
Yeah, exactly. So Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, it continues. Well, the only way this continues is if Roman Reigns retains, or what? They swap the title back and forth. They trade it. Like, I don't know about that. So I suppose we'll have to wait and see. And then in the interim, of course, Roman Reigns can have his little feud with Drew McIntyre, which is
how about this idea, bro? 2-man power trip.
Reigns and Brock, holy fuck.
Everyone dies already.
Yeah, everyone. They just decimate the entire roster. No, then Brock should go to Raw and win and beat up Big E, and then they have multiple champions.
Yeah, I think the smart thing that Paul Heyman would do is get both of them on the same page and each one of them ruling their own division.
Okay, so the swerve is the match doesn't even happen. They come out, they stare at each other, then they hug.
That's like a Hogan Kevin Nash thing, right?
Oh my, can you imagine that? They stare, they hug, and then Paul Heyman laugh, ha ha ha, and then like gets on the mic, I fooled you all. We're all one big happy family. Brock Lesnar's coming for you, Big E. I'm like, oh, actually that would be awesome. I would love
that would
it.
be the craziest twist of all.
But you know that is not going to happen, lah. But okay, Mr. Young, Best Booker 2021. Let's go. That's how I would book it.
Yeah, man.
Bro, they hug.
What?
And they kiss.
Cannot. Saudi Arabia.
Oh shit, that's right. Heyman's new client, Dante Chen. Okay, relax. Still a while to go for Dante. Let our boy stew and develop first, okay?
Yeah, man.
Crazy rich Asian. Pay him, huh?
Too soon.
Yeah, he can be a Brock. I mean, he can be a Paul Heyman guy somewhere down the line. Okay, there you go. Crown Jewel. Exciting main event.
Yeah.
Quite a few matches there I'm actually really, really looking forward to seeing. Obviously, the Hell in a Cell, Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. I mean, it's kind of sad that the Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Sasha Banks match I'm not that excited about. Like, see, this is a very clear indication of the fact that, you got good workers in there, you just need a good storyline. And what they've been scripted thus far has been meh at best. I think Becky and her sideways comments are hilarious.
Yeah.
When she just trolls people and talks shit about people, she really needs to do that more.
Yeah. And actually the better roster there.
Sorry, what? Who's the what's the better roster?
WWE.
Okay. I think at this point we should just do a phone call instead of a fucking good old fashioned landline call. I'm sorry guys. Thank you so much for bearing with us as we wade through the waters of these laggy times on a Tuesday afternoon. We certainly appreciate that you're still here with us. We'll definitely fix this by next week, okay? Promise.
Yes, we really apologize, guys. No more Tuesdays.
Okay. All that being said, your anticipation level for Crown Jewel, and technically it's a decent time for us to watch, it's one of those main events that actually freaking pay-per-views rather, that is actually a pay-per-view for us. Like midnight at least can have beer, can eat, can have supper and sit together with friends and watch, as opposed to Monday morning,
Yeah, bro, it's like a normal Champions League thing for us.
There you go. Can you imagine one day the coffee shop will show, how some coffee shops will show World Cup matches and then all the uncles hang out and watch, right? Do you think one day a coffee shop will show, or can they not do it legally?
Bro, if I was a cafe owner, I'll probably just put wrestling every single day.
True. Just whack the WWE network, huh? No, but then
bro.
There's licensing issues, I believe.
Only way we need to make a connection with WWE lah.
Yeah, that's true. Jason says, will they make it back in time for SmackDown after the Crown Jewel? That will be the other interesting question. And if cannot, then NXT 2.0 Invasion.
Dante Chen SmackDown.
Oh my god. Interesting. A lot of people are asking, no special Crown Jewel episode? Can live cast we watch together? Oh, interesting. The interest is there, bro. The interest is there. But the problem is the internet there for foreign? Can you imagine the stream with him streaming the network plus trying to stream at the same time?
How's Mr. Young? If really you guys want to do a live stream, I will come over your house and we'll do it.
Walane, 12 to 3. My wife would kill me because she'll be trying to sleep and we're just jumping up and down making all the noise.
We'll be like,
Okay. Those of you who know me from doing my Twitch video game streaming, right? I may, if I feel like it, I may do a watch along then on my Twitch channel. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll watch and then I'll just react. So if you want to come and join me then, but I don't know if I want to do, because it's 12 to 3. Fuck, sometimes
midnight, guys.
Yeah, I just want to sit back and watch and not talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And make notes.
I think it's something we can entertain on a bigger pay-per-view, right?
Yeah, but the problem is this is the only pay-per-view. I think the reason we're thinking about this is because this is the pay-per-view that everyone can legit watch together because it's midnight, as opposed to North American pay-per-view, which is 8 a.m. in the morning. Good morning. Who's gonna wake up for that? Well, except for me, because I'm actually already awake at work.
We'll put a poll.
Anyway, whatever the case may be, yeah, we'll let you know on our social media. As always, drop us follow if you haven't already on this YouTube channel. Hit subscribe, okay? Help us, do us a favor, okay? Hit that like button. You see it right there? Very easy. No effort one. Just go and hit like. Boom. We're good to go, okay? Join us on Instagram as well. We're most active there. We got Insta stories all the time, polls, and you can find out when we're doing our shows, usually on Monday afternoons, but once in a while when Mr. Young or Foreign has to go and work, we might push the show to a Tuesday, maybe never again because of this lag. On Facebook, Kick to the Gut, and of course, if you missed any of today's episode with our special guest, the Lag Monster, you can always check out the Spotify podcast or the podcast on Apple Podcasts and whatnot. Kick to the Gut. You know how to find us.
Oh my god, we probably have to clean out a bit of the audio, bro.
Well, I don't know about that.
We shall see. Okay, but yeah, next week show and we'll give you our reactions.
Yeah. For those of us who missed it because you lagged out, next week we'll do the review show of Crown Jewel, and then we'll take a look at what's coming up. Full Gear on Sunday morning, 13th of November. Ooh, interesting. They're moving it back to a Saturday night pay-per-view, which is Sunday morning for us. That could be another one we live stream as well. We'll figure it out, lah, guys. We'll figure it out. All right. Once again, thank you so much for hanging out with us on this Tuesday afternoon. I am going to be streaming a little bit of a self plug right now. I'm going to be streaming on my Twitch channel, Misty Young 98. That's MISTRYOUNG 98 on Twitch. Hey, drop me a follow. Okay, we just hit our 1,000 follower milestone on my Twitch channel.
Nice,
apparently people like watching me suck at video games. So
bro, I think that is the selling point.
Oh, what? So okay, the 1,000 milestone reward is that I have to do a Just Dance stream. So I'm doing a Just Dance stream on Friday.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you know the game Just Dance?
Of course.
Yeah, so I'm doing a Just Dance stream this Friday evening, 8 p.m. onwards. So yeah, if you follow me on that channel, you get to see me dance very poorly. Not just play games poorly, but dance poorly. Oh my god, what have I gotten myself into?
All the best, bro. I wish you all the best.
Hey, no worries. But yeah, 2 o'clock, if you want, come join me on my Twitch channel. I'll be streaming Dead by Daylight once again. Anything you want to plug before we go, Foreign?
I think we should just go before the leg comes back.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. We love that you're here. Have yourselves a great Tuesday ahead, and we'll see you after Saudi Mania. It's Mr. Young.
Foreign.
Say that again.
Foreign.
The internet won't even let you finish your catchphrase, bro. Okay.
Foreign this.
Go.
Foreign in the building. Foreign in the building.